What up? Guess what? I've done like absolutely nothing today. I don't know why my motivation is just so low right now. It's crazy because I have two exams next week, but I just like I care, but at the same time it's like I really don't want to do anything right now. I don't know why that is. I think the best thing for me today, considering my lack of motivation, to try and get me more motivated is to have more women in my like that's gonna happen. Anyways, probably the best thing for me though, honestly, is to just do one problem and then watch a 20-minute video. Because even though that's like what maybe like I once did this, I've done this once before in which it was like one problem and it took 50 minutes, but I was like, okay, it's just one problem though. I'm not going to be expected. It's not like when I'm doing that 50-minute long problem, it's only 50 minutes because I don't understand. But when I'm doing that 50-minute long problem, I'm not thinking about the fact that the next problem could also be 50 minutes. I'm thinking about the fact that, okay, well, I'm going to watch a video and maybe the next one's going to be easier. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is going to take so long. So that's a bit of psychology involved with that. Anyways, I noticed right before I started making this video, I actually had a comment based off of fantasy football from a dude. I have no idea who it was on my last video. So does that bode well for me? Is a stock on One Weird Word rising? I would say yes, it is. Because currently he has his mom and his dad watching his videos, so obviously those are going to be two key players going into the weekend in terms of watching the video on Friday. But the way that they perform over the next week is really going to be telling on whether or not they're going to keep watching his videos. I think I did as good of a job as I could right there, improv, of what it's like if my parents were fantasy football players and the only stats they could record is watching my video. Currently, right now, they haven't left that many comments, but you know what? That could increase. Also, I was about to say something, but that probably would have been too revealing of the people in my life, and I don't think I should get them involved, considering most people don't know I make these videos. Like, I barely even wanted to make this. I was like, oh, damn, I gotta make that video today. What's it gonna be about? I didn't go to class. Probably should have gone to class. That would have gotten me motivated. Somewhat. Maybe. I still have to copy those notes, so that's 2 things I had to add. So now we have 7 things because I didn't go to class. 2 of them I really need to do soon-ish. One of them, yeah, it's a lot of just like homework assignments that I'm not sure how long they'll take, which is annoying. That makes it hard for me to start them. This is like what I was like when I was in elementary school. It's also super hot. Let me check the temperature really quick. It's 75 and I'm wearing this. I did go out last night and I ended up wearing my costume. The hair, I couldn't get it dyed fast enough, and my mom's recommendation was actually terrible, so thanks, Mom. I actually do appreciate her a lot, but like the recommendation for that was not good. Because it would have been much better to actually dye my hair instead of getting that stuff, because when I'm putting on my entire outfit, it's ridiculous, like the amount of stuff that was like, there was a little bit of glitter in it or something, and then there was some stuff that was like rubbing off onto the jersey. I think it'll wash out, but the thing is, that just really is scary for me because the jersey's like the one thing I'm gonna keep out of the whole outfit. Anyways, I kind of want to talk about fantasy football, but my mom hates it, but there's a new person watching, so I'll talk about Thursday night, and that's it. So, here's the thing. People are not talking, like, okay, now they're talking about Isaiah Likely, and they're also talking about him preseason, but dude is like, I think, because of injuries, their second leading receiver in targets. that is ridiculous because he's a tight end behind Mark Andrews. And I don't know too much about offense in the NFL. I know like which players are good mostly, which players are bad to some extent, but like when I looked at him preseason, he looked like he was a starter playing against a bunch of regular people, and he's been performing like as an average tight end, which is really good because there are some tight ends which are performing not as average tight ends. You have a bunch like the tight ends for the Jets, Tyler Conklin and CJ Uzama. Uzama had a good year last year, not really doing much. Tyler Conklin was doing good at the beginning of the season, but they're not throwing the ball as much. Maybe that'll change, though. Anyways, that's mainly what I have to say about the Ravens. I couldn't watch much of the game, or I couldn't watch, like, the fourth quarter or a lot of the third quarter because my hair was being dyed. So, there's that. And Tampa Bay, Tom Brady, actually, he looked... There were some throws that he were making that I was like, man, that is a very specific kind of throw you have to make to complete that pass. And he did it. But he just couldn't do it anymore. And I think they need to run the ball more instead of padding Tom Brady's stats because, let's be honest, who's gonna pass him? I don't think Patrick Mahomes is gonna pass Tom Brady. My friend explained this to me. Like, even though I think Patrick Mahomes, like, is a better quarterback than Tom Brady, like, just based off of talent. And that's the weird thing about growing up with a quarterback and starting to pay attention to football now. Like, if Patrick Mahomes gets injured and it never plays again, then he's never going to be in that conversation to people like 15 years down the line that start paying attention to football again. But, like, to me, it's like, wow, you know what? He's better than Tom Brady. The stuff he does, like, that I can see with my own eyes is better than Tom Brady. That's like the LeBron James, Michael Jordan debate. Obviously, they're both great players, but Michael Jordan just, like, looked way better than the other people around him. And even the other all-stars that were around him. From the stuff I've seen, but also what media is going to downplay Michael Jordan that's not going to get you a lot of money. So that's all talk about fantasy football right there. I'm very smart. I picked up Wan'Dale Robinson. Kadarius Toney got traded to the Chiefs, which means that Wan'Dale Robinson will be pretty much their number one wide receiver. And Darius Slayton will also be in there, who's been doing pretty okay. But let's be honest, the only person you feel confident starting is Saquon still. Maybe, like, Daniel Jones is still hard because he's been so bad for the last few years. It's difficult to fully trust him just through 7 games. That's all I wanted to say about that. I still have the X's on my hands from getting into Duffy's. Oh, and last night, funnily enough, I'll talk more about my outfit. A lot of people paid attention to my outfit, mainly because of the pads. Like, a lot of people don't really try for costume-themed stuff. But we were originally going to go to Das House, and then it was $20 a person by the time we got there. You know why? Because people are slow, okay? You can't... I hate being sober, and, like, I'm ready to go, okay? It's going to cost too much money by the time we get there, and the lines are going to be long. And nobody's going to be able to do anything about it. That's what sucks. But the thing is, it's like, oh, I have to wait for my friends to get drunk. That's stupid. So I left with Kobe and Maddie early, and it was still too late. It sucks, man. Also, they have my ID because they had to give the person my ID to see if I could get in. And I did get in, but I also forgot to get it back from them because I had to drive 2 other people home because I'm an awesome person. Thank you, myself, for complimenting me. What is that called? That's what narcissistic people think, but I said it out loud. Yeah, I also really struggled to explain that because, you know, I don't think about that much because I'm not actually narcissistic. What else was there? There was a super hot girl. I'm talking like, you don't see 10s very often, right? You don't see 10s very often. But when you do, it's a good day. And I saw a 10. Super hot girl. Obviously didn't talk to her because for me the experience is going to be way better if I just look at her and don't talk to her than if I talk to her and she's like, "Oh, you're weird." Because that's what happens when people aren't 10s and they talk to me. Because, yeah, I do have a little bit of a weird personality. I'll admit that. Also, I'm going to have to this is one of my longer videos in a while, but a lot of stuff happened last night, but hasn't happened at school. Maybe school actually dulls my mind. And this is like me actually thinking for the first time today, and that's why I have so much to say. I was going to play Overwatch 2 with a friend last night, but I ended up going out because I like that more, even though it costs more money. What else? I had 3 of the calzones my mom bought for 3 people because one person didn't eat theirs, and I ate 2, and then another person only ate, like, 3/4 of theirs because they're lactose intolerant. Like, why are you getting a calzone if you're lactose intolerant? Okay. Oh, also cutting the hair. There's still hair around the apartment, which I'm cleaning up tomorrow. So that's going to happen. I also have to run today. I'm really slipping in terms of working out because my exams and studying, that methodology for me has gotten really lazy. Or no, that hasn't gotten lazy, but me studying has been so much more important recently. And it's been helping. But it also means that working out and doing other fun stuff is hard to do. And maybe this day is sort of a crash down from what I'm used to. I don't know. I'm sort of scared to end the video because then I have to edit it. Maybe that's why I'm talking so long. Who knows? Anyways, it's Friday. This is the last video of the week. If someone really wants me to make a video full on for fantasy football on Saturday, say chimichanga in the comments, and I will make a video completely based off of my thoughts of fantasy football, and it will be just that. I won't do much different than this other than talk about players. Alright, Jim Beattie, Lenny Wilkins, Jude Drowan, Caitlyn Jenner, and Terrell Davis. Wait, Caitlyn Jenner? Hold on. I need to look this up. That doesn't seem right. What? I thought Caitlyn Jenner... Wait, is her daughter not... Wait. I thought she was... I'm so stupid. I had no... I thought Caitlyn Jenner was, like, in her 30s. And she was born in 1949. Did not know that. I thought she was like the sister of Kylie Jenner, but you know what? I just don't care about that stuff so much. I'd never looked it up. That's like almost as bad as me not knowing Elton John was gay when I went to see Rocket Man. I thought that they changed him to be gay for the movie. Oh my gosh. My parents are going to think that's hilarious, but everybody else is just going to think I'm stupid. Who was ruled legally permitted to conduct his own affairs as a result of his accurate baseball prognostication in 1934? I don't even know what that means. In a legal judgment in 1934, St. Louis businessman Sam Long was determined to be legally competent because he correctly predicted that the Cardinals would play in the World Series. Long was the 81-year-old president of a warehouse company who sought in court to remove the guardianship imposed by his children so he could run his own affairs. Long testified that with 2 weeks remaining in the season, he predicted the Cardinals would win the pennant, even though they were 4 games out of first place. Long cited the prophecy as proof of his mental alertness, and the judge agreed. Wait. Oh my gosh. So, wait. He was in a debate talking to his kids. I'm going to summarize that because I didn't fully understand while reading it. He was in a debate talking to his kids about making sure he could maintain ownership of the warehouse. And because he predicted that the Cardinals would win the World Series, he was proven competent. And granted, mind you, this is in 1934. That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, we actually have some interesting people whose birthday it is. Wow. Okay, so I don't know most of these people. I know like maybe 3, but I don't think they're worthy of being on this list, to be honest. Maybe one of them. One of them for sure is because I know him. Certainly has been a Pro Bowler. One of them has not been, and then the other one I think might be famous. So I'm not too sure whether he should be on this list. Can't say yes, can't say no. Okay, you got Andy Dalton, whose birthday is on Saturday. I'm not going to put his picture on the screen because I'm lazy. Because I have homework to do. That's why. Dick Vermeil, I don't know who that is. But I don't know exactly who that is. And then Marcus Mariota. Why is he on this list? He did not win a national championship. He didn't do anything. He only played for the Titans and did this. He was like, all right, so I'm going to win 9 games, lose 7 games, make the playoffs. Okay, now can I do that 3 more times? That's generalization. I'm pretty sure he actually did it at least twice. Or, like, no. Was it 10-7? No, it couldn't be 10-7 because that wasn't a thing when he was on the Titans. Anyways, I definitely missed that shot because I saw it hit the floor and I heard it hit something that didn't sound like my trash can. This is maybe the longest video I've ever done, which is insane. I'm going to really hate sifting through everything to try and find where I actually said people's names. But I think it's also one of my best terms of energy. So I'm going to end it at exactly 18 minutes. Ready? Outro.